looks like we're ready with our next run, Crash of the Titans by CDRomatron. Here it is, and good luck.
Right, thank you very much. So we're just going to get started right up with this. Let's just save file. Right, and are you ready on time?
We're ready on time.
From 3, 2, 1, and go. So 3, 2, 1, go. So welcome to Crash the Titans GBA port. This game doesn't get a lot of credit, mostly because this gets overshadowed by a lot of the other, but like objectively better 2D Crash platformers. One of which we're actually going to be showing off a little later on. This is based off the whole Crash rebranding they tried to do in like the mid 2000s, where they gave them tribal tattoos, and a lot of people ended up not liking it. Although the games, looking back, were actually pretty decent, and this game definitely gets filed into the ones which aren't entirely terrible. So if you're not entirely familiar with the premise of this game, basically the idea is the mask Uka Uka has come along and stolen all of Crash's friends, and we need to go and get them back. And one of the ways we do in this game is by beating up these characters known as Titans and stealing their abilities as well. So one of the first bits of this game we're actually going to be doing is we're just going to be killing a few mindless NPCs as they drop what's known as Mojo in this game. Mojo is basically an experience point type system where every set of Mojo we collect, Crash gains a new power up. The only one we're actually going to actively be getting is the first power up, which is the double jump, which means we can basically just jump over wherever we want. This is the first boss, Cortex. He's not really a boss, it's just kind of like a tutorial thing on combat. Hopefully we don't lose to him. I'm pretty sure you can't lose to him, but he is being rather uncooperative today. Yeah, there we go. Just trying to get him to stand in a single place. There we go. Yeah, Cortex is a bit of a pushover. So yeah, we don't really classify as one of the bosses. But that's the big structure bosses take. They have a health bar, and we need to beat the crap out of them. The first boss, in my opinion, is arguably the hardest boss in the game, Dingodile. You need to get the fight basically perfect, or you will die. The weapon he uses is Dingodile's signature flamethrower, and when he uses that, it deals maybe about a quarter of your health, and the hitbox is ginormous. So this is the game teaching us about the whole jacking mechanic, where if we beat up a Titan enough, we can go and steal the Titan. Now, being a Titan is relatively quick, not too much faster than Crash being on foot with momentum built up. However, we are going to be using Titans a lot because there are steel crates in this game which can only be broken by Titans. Like such. So we're just going to break the first bit so we can jump over. There are a lot of collectibles in this game. There's gems, there's crystals and such. We're going to be doing none of that. All we're going to be doing is going through each level, defeating the boss, and just getting to the end as fast as we can. Now, there are 5 worlds in this game, and each one is split up into 3 acts, as it were. And each act is broken into multiple screens. So we'll see a saving icon whenever we reach the end of an act or a stage. So there we go, we've unlocked the first power up, which is the double jump, and now we're not going to worry about Mojo for the rest of the game. So each Titan in this game has an ability, and unfortunately we can't really route around Titans because the location and how many Titan spawns is always fixed. However, what Titan you get specifically is randomly generated from a pool. So we're going to jack this Titan here. One of the best Titans we can get in this level is the Electricity Titan, because he gives us the power to shoot through walls, which is useful in a slightly later segment. That's him there. We're actually going to need to get off the Titan. Unfortunately, we've just jumped down that hole, and the Titan cannot jump back out that hole. So we're going to take this one instead. So when it comes to fighting Titans, and if you actually want to gain their powers, there's only a single hit point where you can actually jack them in. Otherwise, if you hit them past that point, you need to hit them until I think they're 1 point away from death, at which point you can try again, and then after that we'll just kill the opponent. These are kind of like a shop type things, these yellow boxes. We're never actually going to use them throughout the run, mostly just because the idea is that it gives you a Titan, just kind of like as a reward, and you can choose like the strength of the Titan and such. However, there's so many Titans at our disposal, there is almost no point. We also can't maintain Titans across screens, unfortunately, which becomes a bit of a hassle because we need to waste a bit of time every time finding a new Titan and bringing a new one along. But that's okay, doesn't take too long. So the boxes in this game do differ fairly significantly from the standard Crash boxes. As you'll see, TNTs work a lot the same. Nitros can move about just about anywhere and will sometimes just fall from the sky depending on the situation. There's the steel crates, which can be broken by Titans. There's regular wooden crates, which generally contain fruit. There's the boxes with the eyes on them, which causes Crash to be invisible temporarily until he attacks an enemy. Right, so there's the end of Act 2. Act 3 is where Dingodile is at the end. So basically, if we die to Dingodile, we'll be sent all the way back here, which is about maybe just under a 5-minute time loss. So hopefully Dingodile is very cooperative today. Oh. There we go. So those tick boxes there are checkpoints. That's fine. And what was the other thing I was going to mention? Oh yes, and the crystals. The crystals play a fairly vital part in this game, especially during the bosses. The crystals grant us temporary invincibility, which we're going to be abusing a lot during the boss fights, because a lot of the boss fights are just straight up unfair in this game. So you'll notice whenever we find a vine like that, we'll be jumping up the way. It's just a lot faster than it is to climb the vine regularly. And you'll notice with a few of these like container things we need to break for the elevators, there'll be some times where the game will just not pick up the fact that we've broken the thing, and we need to go back and look at it even after we've broken it. So we're going to steal this Titan here. So in terms of Crash's attacks when he's unmounted, Crash has a few tilts, which generally serve the purpose. Generally we would just mash forward attack, and that generally does the job. However, for some unique situations like Cortex and Big Aim, we lock him in place using the back tilt. And also, whenever we can with these enemies, we're going to be attacking them in such a way that they just kind of fall down and we just run through. So there's this guy. This is my least favorite Titan because he just shoots bees. And that is, like, it's probably the most interesting thing, but it's, like, why? I don't want a Titan that shoots bees. So you'll notice there, whenever we collect Wumpa Fruit, it says, like, 80 out of 150 or whatever. Basically that just signifies to us how many Wumpa Fruit we need until our next life. Okay, so here we go. Here's Dingodile. Please, Dingodile, play nice. So it's worth mentioning that the fruit, the Wumpa Fruit and such, regenerates health. So you notice from the bees, we've managed to take him down to maybe a third health. Oh. No, okay, we broke that, so we're probably not going to do it this time. Yeah, no, we're dead. We are super dead. Unless Dingodile plays super nice for no reason and lets us pick up stuff. Dingo, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I figured he wasn't going to be that nice. So yeah, we would no crap, okay. Dingodile, please. Dingodile, please. Yeah. As I said, Dingodile is the main wall when it comes to new people running this game. And yeah, you really do need to hit him with all the bees and all the hits you can get with the crystals. No. Oh, oh could have gone there. Is that it? Okay, we actually beat Dingodile. That is a miracle, and we need to collect the golden mask here. That's like the one instance where we need to collect the golden mask before leaving. So there's a lot of collectibles in this game. It's the various tiki masks of various colors. We're going to be doing basically none of those, aside from the golden masks at the end of every level. When we're going between worlds, we have this crappy little auto-scroller. There is nothing we can do to speed it up. The minigame is basically impossible. I've yet to actually ever beat it. And the time it would actually take to beat it is about as long as the thing takes, so we just use this as a moment to like relax. This game has a lot of mashing, especially in the first world, so it's a good little relax. Indeed, yeah, he's riding on Aku Aku. So yeah, 6 out of 10, nice. Save him. Right, second world, Tiki Island. Basically the same difficulty as the first world, except now we don't need to worry about a bunch of cutscenes and trying to explain the game to us. So now we can actually go a bit fast. So this game doesn't really have any tricks when it comes to movement. A lot of it on Titans have a single fixed speed they run at, whereas Crash has like a gradual speed like curve. So with Crash we need to build up momentum, but with the Titan we can just run and get through levels pretty quickly. And just generally becomes like the safer approach. Overall, you're probably faster being Crash, but like, you know, it's just fairly consistent being on a Titan. See, like enemies just wail on you and you get stuck, and it's a bit of pain. Basically, Crash can move pretty fast when he's on his own. So one of Crash's other main attacks which we're going to be using consistently is the air kick. It just allows for us to do like kind of like a down right attack, which means that we can take care of a lot of enemies from the air, and we don't need to worry about getting hit too much. It's generally how we take care of a lot of the like more grunt minions, which don't really require much effort to kill. So you'll see these nitro detonators as well. These tend to be positioned near nitro boxes, and what those will do is they will just cause whatever effect to happen around them. For the most part, it generally involves dropping nitro boxes. However, during a later boss fight, we can just activate that to just cause the boss to lose HP, which is pretty nice. So there's Act 1 completed. Act 2. So there's a particular enemy I don't like on the stage, and it's not even like a character, it's these weird saw blade things. Because they can juggle you in a weird way, so that when you get the knockback from them, you'll be hit directly up the ways. And if you get hit directly hit up the ways, your invincibility frames will run out by the time you land on it again, so it will just infinitely juggle you. So we try to be as safe around those as possible. We can't get up there, unfortunately, so we're going to need to demount. And off we go. Okay, so there's the saw blade, so we're going to go and take this Titan, just for safety. Oh. Titan, please. Titan, please. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, we're going to use that to break the... I said we're going to use that to break the saw blade. There we go. So whenever we find these like beehives and such, we can use those and throw them at enemies. They're very few and far between. However, it does just mean we can get like 3 insta-kill. That there is kind of like a super box bounce. We can use that. So if you're on top of a bouncy crate, and for some reason you didn't get a bounce off it, you can press A whilst you're on it to get not only the regular jump height, but also the jump height from the bouncy box combined, which allows us to skip small segments, although we don't really route it in because it's inconsistent at best and it really doesn't save any time. It's just a bit of a nice thing to like just skip around stuff. Quite like that. So we go. Yeah, we need to get off here and climb up. So, if you're wondering why it looks so weird when I'm like struggling to grab onto those vines, it's because to grab onto the vines or like any kind of like hanging rail or anything is by pushing up on the D-pad, which is pretty terrible considering you're already using like the what am I? Hello? I mean, okay.
Right then.
So So when you're going along handrails, the best way you can move is by actually just jumping and reattaching. However, that can be inconsistent because pushing up is a bit of a pain. So if we have a thin enough Titan, which I think we might actually, let's just skip past this a little bit. No, we don't. Okay, can't fit down there. But that's okay. So there's some like parts of the world which we can also break, like those walls, and that's Titan only. So we would have had to have got a Titan for that bit anyway. I think we go down here. Should be a bit we need to jump down around here. Yeah, there it is. It's down here. There we go. So we're going to be using this because we have a Titan, otherwise we could grab onto the handrails, but hey ho. So this world has been going pretty well so far. We haven't died since Dingodile, which is fantastic. We want to be keeping on top of lives as much as possible because this game never actually grants you any extra lives outside of earning, I believe, 75 Wumpa Fruit. So we really want to be just avoiding any accidental deaths if all possible. Luckily, when it comes to health, Crash and the Titans don't actually share a health pool. It's the Titans have their own health, and then once a Titan dies, Crash will jump off. So we don't really need to worry about Crash dying too much, as long as we're on a Titan as much as possible. Okay, here is the second boss. This boss is Tiny. Tiny's a bit of a pushover, but he's not absolutely free. So he's basically like, what's his name, Guile from Street Fighter, and that, you know, like he claps his hands and sends out a ball thing. So yes, there's Tiny. Yeah, Tiny is kind of just gone. Yeah, a bit of story. We go down here, we go like, hey, Luke, friends. Oh, we just die? We didn't just die by falling down there. We did not just die by... Okay, that's a pit. You can die after the boss turns out. Today we learned. Oh, it respawned us. Like here. Hello? Is this the end? I'm not sure where we are. We're going on an adventure. Is this the end of the... Okay, that was the end. It gives you a checkpoint there?
GG.
I mean, I'll take it. So unfortunately we lost a life there. That's rather unfortunate. As I said, we want to be saving up so many bosses. The last two bosses in this game, Nina and Cortex, are both quite significant in terms of their difficulty. Yeah, so the next boss that's going to be coming up on the next world is Engine. Engine, as I learned yesterday, you can soft lock during if you get in like a perfectly timed attack. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Until then, we just need to wait for this to end.
Doesn't sound so perfectly timed attack.
No, it's an inconveniently perfect timed attack. Okay, let's move on to the next world. So this is world 3 of 5 we're coming up to now, so we're about reaching the halfway waypoint of this game. So this is like a beach themed level, this is pretty cool. And we see what, in my opinion, is like the best Titan, which is the Bird Titan. He has a super high jump height, his power is really strong, his strength is really decent, and he has a glide effect, so we can just kind of jump over things. Whenever we can, we really want to make sure we have this guy. Because it's pretty common. Oh, what forget? There we go. Yeah, so like a lot of the later GBA games, they try to push the hardware pretty hard, and as a result, these games do lag a little bit, although it's not too bad. Oh, we just jumped into the nitros there, that's a little unfortunate. So we're going to keep this Titan. In fact, well, we're going to throw some bees at him. There we go. How do you like those bees? Oh, we didn't even need to, never mind. So this is a volcano level. This one's actually pretty fun. It's got a lot of elevator segments. So if we have the bird, we can jump over a lot and not have to worry about most of it. Ooh, there we go. Checkpoint. Oh, that's careful. There we go. So this segment is a bit I actually really like. We're actually going to dismount there because I do not trust this. Because the double jump there just makes that super safe. You can do that with the Titan, but I just don't trust my ability to right now. Oh, up we go. Let's take this Titan. There we go. Okay, there's Act 1 complete. Luckily this stage is relatively short. Turns out this bit is the bit with the elevator. I was forgetting where I was. I was wondering why there was so many bits that we didn't need the Titans for. Oh, there we go. So we collect the power up there just to drop the nitro just on the Titan, which is pretty convenient. Generally, if we can drop something on an enemy, we will, just so we can get past them with less effort. We need to jump along here. Right, cool, we found a bird enemy. That means we have a lot less to worry about. So as you can see, its attack is very large in terms of its hitbox. Its range of effect is, like, you know, huge, and the damage is really decent for what it is. So I hope this is the elevator segment, because I've said that twice now, and I know it's during the volcano level. Oh yeah, it is here. So if you drop an item, if you have the perfectly timed, like, pick up item button press, you can actually pick up an item that you're forced to drop. Which, like I said, the window is really small, so I don't think we're going to be getting it for a lot of bosses which involve throwing things. But oh well. So we're going to take this up twice, I believe? No, we're not. It's the next elevator we got twice. So there's unfortunately a lot of elevators in this level, so it's kind of hard to keep track of which exact one you're going to be on. So if we... oh, almost. So sometimes the boxes just don't fall as far as they should. You can see that one's just slightly off the ground. If it was on the ground, then we'd been able to jump over that, but no. So yeah, so this one we're going to ride up twice. During my blind playthrough I got lost and I tried to get up there and not just realised I need to wait extra time to climb up again. There's a nitro there. Yeah, we can't really just really avoid that, but we activate that one to get rid of it. I think we go up again as well? Yes, we do. So we're going to take this Titan just because there is a saw blade there, and oh yeah, you can see. Like that's what happens to the... Okay, we just jumped over all of that. That was fantastic. So we need to wait now to go back. In fact, we're going to get that Titan so we can get past that slow ability with less effort. So we just need to wait for the elevator again. Are we looking time-wise, by the way?
24 minutes.
Okay, this is really good. I did a run of this previously, and it actually ended up not going too fantastic because of Dingodile. Like I said, that boss can be a real pain, as you saw. We even died to it twice in this run. But when Dingodile goes alright and decides to play along, he's not the worst thing in the world, I guess. lost. So yeah, that box just decided not to fall. I don't know why the boxes do that. What is... Hello. There we go. Crash the Titans is a well-made game, folks. It's very well made. So, this is the factory. This is when the game starts to become more like maze-like in its level design. So we're going to need to go around and find switches for elevators. And there also starts to be all alternate paths you can take here, which we'll of course be wanting to avoid because they only contain additional collectibles. Are we going left or right here? I think we're going right. Yeah. We need to bring this down. It's left next.
Kind of, yeah, just an affiliation.
So
basically,
this is one of the instances where we actually do need to beat up this Titan, either take the Titan or kill the Titan, because it causes that box to fall.
yeah.
So here we're going to be going left, I believe. We'll tell where we're going in a sec. There we go. There we go.
This is on my end. Well, I shouldn't know now. Next time, no races.
Oh dear, have I gone the wrong way here?
You did that, yeah.
No, I haven't gone the wrong way. Okay, that's fine.
Germany was a bit against it. The French, are you here? You going up to the Germans?
So I'm not sure what's happening with the camera here. Like I said, this game's well made.
It became Mega Man.
So we're basically trying to kill this Titan as fast as we can, because we need to get past him. There we go. So this is going to lead us to... This is the last room before engine. So we're just going to try to get through this with no hassle. Need to beat up this Titan here to get through this wall. There we go.
The French, are you here? You can go sit over there with the Germans. I'm sure you'll have plenty of stuff. And not like what about murderers? You go that way.
Okay, so we're gonna unmount from that Titan and mount this Titan, because it's a way faster than actually trying to like go out your way to kill that Titan. Plus, this Titan is just kind of a nice thing to have. That is the wrong way. We're going left. So we need to break this. This is one of these unintuitive bits where you go along, break that, break the switch, come back to the platform, and ride it up even higher. So this is going to be engine. Engine is once again a little bit of a pushover, but like no, you can die to him, so we're going to be careful still. Like, he's not free. So there's these gems here which we're going to be collecting because they restore health, and whenever we set off a nitro detonator, it will just deal a significant amount of damage to him. So we're breaking this, getting the crystal, and just get the last bits of damage in. Oh crap. Okay, fantastic. We didn't soft lock engine. That's good to hear. Yeah, so we need to come down here, break that. Ledges, please. There we go. We're just going to jump up there and trigger the save. Nice. There is the third world completed. So yeah, so just two more worlds to go. The forest-themed world and the like the Cortex-themed one.
I don't think it's too seriously gonna happen. No.
Yeah, we got like 30
Why
seconds
did
to
you
chill.
that chapter after?
We found a boat.
It's
So
just
Aku
like,
Aku isn't
found
good
the
enough
boat.
anymore?
I like to think that a boat is better than Aku Aku. I think.
Look how he's sweet.
No.
Very good.
But yeah, no, these bits are like just if we could cut these out the run, we've theorized ideas of like, hey, what if we reset the game beforehand? Because the game saves after the boss. But no, you still need to do this bit before because it does save at the end. We know for a few other games like Crash Fusion, you can actually skip the entirety of the credits just by resetting as soon as the credits begin because the game saves just beforehand and not after. So we generally use that in like the max completion runs. We need to collect a pint here.
We have
There we
a
go.
question for the runner
Go on.
by Lovebot. How do you feel about the lack of bonus platforms to land on in this Crash game?
Is that a question or is he just trying to wind you up?
That's a good question. So to explain a bit, so tradition in Crash is that generally levels are broken into like two halves, I guess. So hidden in amongst most levels is a bonus level, where you know there's more boxes to find, and generally you need to do those for max completion. Unfortunately, the parts of the game where you traverse to these bonus sections are very long and have very long animations associated because the whole idea is like Crash stands on this platform and goes on a huge adventure. So you don't want to land on it when you're doing any percent. And I have done that one too many times that I care to admit. I have lost a large number of runs solely because I'm an idiot and I've slid into a bonus round. So it has become a little bit of a meme. But yeah, this game is completely void of bonus round. That's a good thing as far as I'm concerned. But we are actually going to be seeing a lot of bonus rounds after this. After this run would be Crash Bandicoot 2 Entrance 101%. So instead of seeing none of the bonuses, we're going to see all the bonuses. There we go. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh dear. So, Titans like these ones, the odd-colored ones, like actually do pose a large threat in these runs. There we go. Yeah, generally the different colored ones have increased health and increased damage. So, like I said, they can pose a genuine threat unlike a lot of the other Titans in this game.
Plus. No.
Okay, so this is the tree level where we learned yesterday that you can skip a load trigger, which causes the rest of the level not to load. We're not going to do that and play this level a bit more safe, I guess, and don't take the fastest route. Because I'm like, I was thinking to myself, yeah, I discovered a new shortcut, that's pretty cool. And then I realized that none of the rest of the level had loaded, and I was getting very confused. Up we go. So this is a very tall tree, and hopefully we don't fall off, because that would be rather embarrassing. So we do need a Titan here, because there's a few steel crate boxes upcoming. Okay, I think this one's going to take us all the way to the top. No, it isn't. Almost. Oh no! No! Oh! Okay. Come on, there we go. I'm not not sure. I'm just trying to play this. So basically, I took a lot of the vines that were along like the sides of the tree. Oh, never mind. We're not taking that apparently. So I took a lot of the chains which go up the side of the tree, which allow you to climb up pretty fast. So I'm just going to try to avoid a lot of those and try to take the more intended route, I guess. Oh, there's a Titan. Up we go. We need a Titan. Where's the Titan? There was a Titan back here. There we go. Fantastic. So we're gonna take this guy up. Oh, we're gonna take this guy up here. We're gonna... I don't trust that jump. There we go. Okay, I'm like 90% sure we're safe now. Okay, we don't go along here. I guess we just keep going up. There we go. And I think now we go to the right. No, it's one more layer up. Okay. Yeah, it's up here we need to go. Oh crap! That was a lot of nitro boxes. Ooh, almost. So yeah, this game has a weird momentum system kind of for Crash. So we need to watch out for that nitro box that's up there, otherwise that will just bonk us down. So there should be the finish just along here. And good, we didn't skip the load trigger, that's fantastic. So we're going to check this Titan because we do need a Titan to get through a lot of the walls on the stage. As in, this is one of the stages where it doesn't actually look like the Titans can break through a thing, and a lot of new players will get lost. Like that wall. Like there's no other place in the game before that where it looks like, you know, you can just attack through a wall. Oh, come on, up and over. There we go. So we want to be getting up there. Unfortunately, we can't just jump up there. So we're going to be going up and around. Ooh, almost. Come on. Out my way. No. There we go. That one just took some convincing. So we can just go up here and skip that whole segment, which is pretty nice. We can do it in a lot of segments where there is kind of like a floor height thing. We can knock down one, and if the roofs allow us, we can just run over. Oh. Okay, we're gonna find a Titan. Oh, we're not gonna find a Titan. Okay. Okay, perfect. You know, I could just be good for once. That would be a nice change. Okay, fantastic. So I think that's a wall we can break through. Yes, it is. That's an item. We don't need to go up there. That's the way we're going. Let's not fall down there. That would be a terrible idea. Oh, we don't need to go over here. Oh, wrong way. Or not? I guess this is all the wrong way. Or not. Where are we going? Long oh, yes, long game, of course. I think this is actually here. Yeah, this looks about right. Nice. Okay. So I think we're approaching the end of this now, and then that means we'll be approaching the end of World 4 soon, thankfully. Because World 4 is pretty dry, to be honest. Yeah. So this is Nina. Nina is a pain in the ass. 'Cause she has two forms. She has her main form and she has her mech. Oh, unfortunately we missed the throw of the bomb there. Oh, and we hit her into some nitros. Today I learned that can happen. That's never happened before. There we go. So we're gonna collect those to restore our health, and hopefully this should finish from Nina. So you can see, like, whenever we're fighting these bosses, we could jack them. Unfortunately, that doesn't actually kill them. And oh, okay, apparently we died. Okay, that's fine though, because we just need to fight regular Nina now. But we already have all the items to just redo that fight. Oh, the bomb disappears though, because we used that during the first phase. Forgot that can happen. So all of those are gone. So we're just gonna need to be good, I guess. Imagine actually need to be good at video game. Can you imagine?
Gotta get good.
And yeah, I made the mistake at the beginning of the phase of using the bombs. I should have saved them for the second phase. Yep, and those bees, sorry, the bats are painful as anything. And yeah, invincibility does not last as long as it should. Okay, last life. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? There she is. Okay. Oh, yeah, she can do one last hit when she's dead. I forgot about that. That almost went absolutely terribly. But it didn't, and that's the key bit. Where's the... Oh, there's that there. We need to
So while you do that, we have another question from Lovebot. That you hold the world record for 51:58, but they don't know how you're doing compared to that.
Terribly. Terribly. I should be like well into the final world by now. But that's okay. Yeah, generally 50 minutes, about 10 minutes a world, so we're probably about maybe 5 minutes behind. Because yeah, I think my record was deathless? Not entirely sure. Yeah, welcome to the last bit. So we're going up to Cordex's Fortress, where we have literally a minute of bugger all, so...
Well, we have a GDQ donation generator that can keep us company for the duration.
Sounds good, sounds good.
I'll-
Change GBQ to UKSG.
Yeah,
UKSG
yes. It's a
donation generator.
UKSG donation generator. This is what I expect to hear next time we do a UKSG in March, hopefully, when we trigger donations and get an overnight shift and all that jazz. So we have hey guys, long time runner, 4th time donator. It gives me great joy to donate to a great cause. Greetings from viewer. P.S. Donate the viewer, kill the frames. Greetings from donation. Long time donator, first time viewer. I am donating because my animal has died from Germany. Greetings from games. Long time viewer, 3rd time viewer. I am donating because my viewer has died from animal.
Fantastic. Okay, this is going to lead us
Great
on to
donations.
smoothly onto the last world.
Nice.
Loading Fortress. Now, unfortunately, we're now out of lives. So, how many Wampa do we have?
We're done.
Oh, we're close to getting extra life. That's pretty nice. So, we're going to try to pick up a lot of Wampa in the last world just to be safe. What's our estimate for this? An hour?
Yes.
Fantastic. That means we have 15 minutes, which is more than enough.
That's good.
So this is the outside of the castle. We're going to spend very little time out here, because eventually we'll be going to Cortex's mansion.
Yay.
Fantastic, we have an extra life. Oh, oh. Okay, we missed the jump there, but that's okay. We can just get back up.
Oh, right, okay. Let's do one of those and 2 Robins. What could I help you?
Okay,
Well, my black
there's the
berry.
first tank done, the first tank for this short. Now we're on the inside.
No, it's completely frozen. Have you tried booting it? Yeah. Yeah. Ah, it just crashed. Like, what,
I think we actually, yeah, we want to go down here.
He's not working neither.
Crashed.
Oh, my apple's
So,
not working neither.
This is a,
Oh, dear,
this segment is a lot of a maze, so I need to be remembering where to go here.
When did you buy that? Last week, Nick brought on 2 new apples.
Down here we're going.
It's a boo.
Oh, I need to break this wall.
Try and get 'em out
There we
and
go.
drag your desktop to the trash. And you wanna
No,
try
that's not here.
Brilliant.
I think this is the wrong place.
Well, my son's got a blackberry and he's got an apple. But I don't know what to get him for Christmas.
Ah, drat. Okay, there goes our
Well,
extra
I've
life.
got this new thing, kids in like an egg box, 360. What have we got? Egg box. First time watching SGDQ, second time doing my frames password. I'm gonna go to the frames, save the frames.
There we go.
Oh shit. Greetings from Germany. One time viewer, second time viewer. I'm donating because my
There we go, that's the correct path. Oh, drat. No. Okay. That's okay.
That sounds like a certain thing.
That is the wrong save file.
Yeah, Paul, this was you. Thanks to the runner and those working behind the scenes, lots of you, such a worthy cause. Put this animal to more donating. Great joys and view to the great gods. Greetings from Germany. P.S. Kill the frame. View the donation. Feel the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. I don't know why I've got that. Have you seen the band that Skittles?
Oh, come on. There we go.
Well, everyone was on some Skittles yesterday, so I'm pretty sure.
You know the band Skittles have the two newly words.
Oh yeah.
Feel the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
Okay. Should be good from here on out. Oh, that's not the... I keep thinking that's the HUD. Apparently that's not the HUD. That is the...
Money goes to donate the viewer, kill the games.
that is not the correct path. But hey, we can take this Titan. Fantastic. Hey, we're almost at another life. That's fantastic.
Wait, listen to this. Second time watching SGDQ.
So we need to kill these Titans here to cause the box to drop.
Germany passed away from games. Money goes to view the frames, view the viewer. Somebody got that completely
Okay, cool.
wrong, didn't they? I have to say, if you're in this run, put my money towards view the viewer. Let's kick down to the ball.
So if you're just regular Crash there, you could have jumped up. I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
So okay, that enemy just decided to jump in the pit. It's rather convenient for us. Second half of the stage. There, dude.
Lovely.
Yeah, perfect.
My games have died from games.
What the fuck? Games have died from games.
Greetings from cancer. Long time donator for a fourth time runner. I'm donating because my games have died from games. Well, I'm donating because my cancer has died from cancer.
Oh, that's a wall.
Greetings. Oh, we got the animals died from Germany.
Oh, nah, you're not supposed to jump off there.
How to kill Germany.
It's a bit eager.
Put my money towards view the viewer. Let's get frames and go.
Why do I close it? Like, whose idea was it to put the menu screen on select? I will never know.
Wait, is this a thing that you
Is
can
that
like?
also a
It's game design, don't question it.
Oh, and that Titan's dead. Oh, almost, almost. Up and over. There we go. So that was the complete wrong path. This game likes to send you down horrible pathways because why not? No, it's down there. So the camera actually stops you scrolling back in case you are going the right way. So it does give us an idea of where we're actually need to go. Yeah, it was down there. So actually, yeah, we got perfect throw on that. That was fantastic. So this bit's the easiest bit. We just need to run along. That's gonna be fine. We need to jump down one of these. I'm not entirely sure which because they all look the same. But
Yeah, save the frames, kill the cancer. Well, that's bit makes sense, like that.
I mean, they're killing the cancer, so they're killing my record.
Oh, shit. Another great day of SGB. Love watching the child of viewers get destroyed.
there we go.
Money goes to donate the frame to kill the animal. Don't kill the animal, what's it done? Put this animal towards donating to Johnny's.
Okay, cool.
Ross, can I donate?
Fantastic. Okay, so we're moving to the final act of the final stage now. So we're getting a like cutscene.
What? What time watching SGB?
This game actually does look fantastic for some of the cutscenes, to be honest. That's like one of the only good things about this game.
That's when you know you've got it completely upside down. Who's writing all this? Donate the frames, donate the Germany. Oh, I don't think
How many apples are we on? Okay, we're only 5 away from another life, so we're gonna collect a few more on our way there. Nope, almost.
Oh, it may join
I think we got here. So this is possibly the most maze-like segment in this game, and we're probably going to get lost at least once.
Hey, an extra life.
And we fell. I'll wait for that to come back down. I'm not even sure if it's. I'm like 90% sure we got. Maybe it's not actually.
Yes, kill the animal. See what you think.
There it is. Right, it might be down to our left. It's ringing bells. Oh, almost. Come on. There we go. Okay, so couldn't quite jump around all that, unfortunately. But that's okay. We got a checkpoint. Oh no, wait, this is the correct way. Yeah, we just need to get up here. I think that's actually the final boss just up here. So you need to go around the left or the right. There's not too much of a difference. It just depends on what like enemies and such you want to find. We're going for Birdie Boy.
Except all responsibility for my actions, except the ones that someone else's fault.
Almost. How are we looking on time? Are we 56? Okay, we're kind of close. But hopefully Cortex does not give us a hard time. So to explain the Cortex fight a bit in advance, it's the same like character as the thing we fought in the beginning. He's just significantly harder and does considerably more damage as well. He also spawns in some of the previous bosses. So we'd either need to fight either randomly Cortex, randomly Tiny, Dingo, or Nina again, or Engine.
I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a throw for one bottom of it.
The advantage of him spawning in extra bosses though, is that if we defeat those bosses, we can jack them and use them to defeat Cortex, which makes the fights considerably easier. We just need to get to that stage of the fight.
I like long walks, especially when taken by people who are nice. Classic feeling you get when the Uncle Cafe with this dude. Classic, this is the feeling you get when the Uncle Cafe with this dude. Don't piss me off when that place is to hide the bodies. That's good.
Almost.
Mom, are we there yet?
Are we there yet?
Yeah, I have a feeling that might have been the wrong way.
Teenage boys will drive anything except a long one.
Yeah, I have like a 90%. Yeah, that was Crystal. Okay, never mind. That was the wrong way. Oh dear, oh dear. So we're gonna let this Titan take a lot of damage, I think, from these explosions. Oh crap, oh crap. Nope. So yeah, there was an instance where that Titan was just very strong.
Madness takes its toll. Please don't exaggerate.
So we can do that to just jump around. Hello? Okay. Hello! There we go. So that was not terrible, I guess. We didn't die. Hello!
Don't drink and park.
Okay, can't go up any higher.
Don't drink and park.
Okay, here we go. Final boss. This is, if there is ever a serious time, this is it.
Guys,
That's a
guys.
bit backwards.
an enemy spawn? Dingodile spawned, oh no!
Oh, not then. Uh-oh. 1x kill.
Ah, okay, there's a life thing on the other side. We're gonna try. No. Okay, how many extra lives do we have? 0. Okay. Currently, Cortex decided to spawn with damage. I'll take it.
Cortex.
What we're gonna do here? Tiny spawned, okay. So we're gonna get the crystal now. No crap. Do it the wrong way. If we get tiny, we're good. Okay, we're perfect. Okay. And time will be coming up soon. It's when we, when the word saving appears on screen. Find flightless. Timing. Okay. Woo. Okay. Just over, but I mean, I'll take it. 102 is not terrible. To give a sense of scale, world record is just over 50 minutes. So you can see there's obvious places there where I died, went the wrong way. But I mean, it's pretty fun, and it's if you enjoy beat 'em up style platformers, this is definitely a good game to look into. And like I said, there's a lot of fun that can be had with these. It's a pretty late GBA game, so it looks fantastic. Like this cutscene looks pretty good for the GBA, I'd say. Pancakes, I thought you'd never ask.
Oh,
They said the line.
Roll credits.
Music. Let's say pancakes.
Okay, we're just switching over entrance, so I think I'm just ready to go. So I just need to get the cartridge.
Thank you so much, CDRomatron, for your run of Crush of the Titans.
Bandicoot Jolie.
Up next,
very
it's
clever.
our final run.
Mike again.
Our final run is coming up. It's Crash Bandicoot 2 Entranced 101%.